Let me tell you something. The reunion was better than the season. The Ready to Love Part 1 reunion, let's get into it. We started off hot. Donna and Vince. Vince dating everybody on his list and Donna. Now, usually from other Ready to Love seasons, it's almost like when you choose that person, y'all date exclusively. But in their situation, they said they made an agreement that it was too early to be exclusive. She was okay with him dating other people, just not people from Ready to Love. And I'm like, babes, who else is he gonna date? No one wants him in Detroit. She found out Vince was dating other castmates, which included Lauren. Now, when they asked Lauren, she said that when she felt like something wasn't right, she stepped back. She hasn't been dating Vince. And at one point, I thought she was a bird brain too, because she stayed being someone's second or third choice, even okay with being portrayed on camera like that. Because I'm like, girl, you were Bella's second choice. I think Steve's third, and Vince up there looking foolish as everything plays out. But then it gets real crazy when it's Nicole's turn to talk. They start off with she and Ed. That was lame. She said even after the show, she still reached out to Ed a few times. He wasn't checking for her. Still delusional. One of the worst women in Ready to Love history. She is one of the thirstiest. And her parents should be ashamed, because there was no morals, values, self-esteem classes nowhere near her. That's the thing about Ed. He may not like when women shoot their shot at him. He may want to chase, or he just may not like the women that were trying to shoot their shot. Because Ashley said the same thing. She said, I tried to shoot my shot at Ed because I said he was like my type, and he did not give me that same energy. He may not like nice women, because it's like he's a boxer. He may like aggressive women who curse him out, want to fight him all the time. We don't know. May not be women at all. We just don't know. Because every time Tommy or someone else asks him a question about these women, he doesn't want to be disrespectful, but it's like pulling teeth to get a response. Like, do you like them? Ooh, I mean, I'm gonna be friends with them. Okay, but it gets worse with Nicole. She had the nerve to say she's been hanging out with Vince too. She said she's been hanging out with Devon and Vince, but she been sleeping with Vince. Lauren said he hadn't even gotten close to it. Okay, so you're telling me three top tier women, Nicole, Donna, and Lauren, they have accomplished so much, and they got swindled by this idiot? I get it. They say with like black women, we accomplish a lot, and then it's like our personal life lacks. People don't want us because we're so educated and stuff no, ain't enough settling in the world. That man has air in his skull. As Nicole was revealing this information, Vince is in the back saying, not cool. Not cool because she's spilling the beans on the scheme that you and Todd set up, please. Now, while he's over there talking to Donna, he's ghosting Nicole. So it was like a 1 to 2 week period where he wasn't saying anything to Nicole. Now, she knew he was dating other people, but she said, I was texting him like, do you like me? Do you still want me? Like, how dumb are you? That's why y'all belong together. You are one of the weakest women ever. That man sitting there don't even know what geometry is. If I say ROI, he wouldn't even know what that stood for. Now, while Ed and Nicole are going back and forth backstage, Donna leaves me a conversation, as she should, because I would be disgusted. And while he's telling her it's not cool the way she spilled the beans, it was like this woman looked him dead in his eyes, grabbed his hand and said, do you want me? And he responded with, nothing has changed. And then she got up and hugged him. I said, you know what? Now it made me have a change of heart about Lauren. Because she said, like, I didn't even know Donna existed the way he was carrying on. And he also told Nicole the same thing, like he was not with Donna. The brokest man in the room got a mouthpiece. Okay, Tommy briefly talked to Cardi. He was still Mr. Metaphors, still not saying anything worth talking about. Christina, aka Miss Massage. Now, I was confused at first because I was like, okay, she said she was talking to 3 men. Why did they have Vince out there? But then I remember they had like that argument. So I was like, okay. She was just like, I want to see what type of person I'm going to be getting into a relationship with based off their heart, and if they're really ready for like a marriage or just a serious relationship. Now, and clearly Devon was that dude because he did contribute to that massage. But the weird part is Vince had the most to say about it, and she was like, I'm not even interested in you. Why in the world are you having the most to say? I said, girl, because the brokest man in the room has the most mouth. He couldn't give a mouse a cookie, let alone give you about $50 to $60 for a massage. Tommy, I'm saying this now. Stop with the Ready to Love games. That's not fun. It's not interesting. Just let's keep on going with the actual show. The games in between scenes, no. But I will say the confessionals, spicy. Keep those. And last but not least, Dominique and Bello. We find out Bello done broke up with Dominique. He's sitting up there looking like the Prince of McDowell's. Dated her for weeks after the show. Christmas Eve comes. He lets her know she isn't it. He doesn't see a future with her. And he said, 1, 2, 3, release her. She said she let him meet her family. We saw some of that, on Ready to Love, but he met her kids. She never met his family or his child. Don't believe that he even sees his child. But that's just me. She also brings up that she found out he had a girlfriend. And he keeps responding like, as a Muslim man, you know what? It reminds me of somebody who either just converted to, now he said he's been Muslim all his life, but it's giving someone who just converted, because those are the type of people when they just convert to religion, they try to act like they're so obsessed with that. Yeah, it's giving that. Because if you've been a Muslim all your life, these values and stuff, that should have been true the whole entire time. But it's just given you found out you were a Muslim 3 days ago. But Dominique has been the same since day one when she's like, you know what, stand on business about me. I stood on business about you, but we already know he's a goofy. And I told you this. What review was that, y'all? I have to say, like, it's been like, about 4 or 5 weeks now when I let you know that he was only looking to you because you were looking for a building for your business. You were a customer that he was like literally trying to swindle in order to make that sale. He was more interested in a lot of scenes when you were bringing up the fact that you were looking for a property like for your business than who you were for an act. Now, I could be wrong, but it was a lot of times where he was still bringing up the business part. He was not bringing up anything personal, but it was just almost like if I can get her good graces and she gets that, I can get that commission. That was what it was giving. And just like that outfit, it was giving fraud. Then it ended with to be continued. So I cannot wait for part 2. Thoughts?